You're coached by Christian Duncan and Abby Brinkmeyer. Please face the flag down the left field line, remove your caps, and sing along as our own Miss Ashley Bronwell sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, Shakopee. Let's play ball.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to Wildcat Park here at Eagan High School, where the Shakopee Sabers are visiting the home Wildcats. I'm Chad Bailey and I'll be your announcer for this afternoon's game. Something to be just aware of, that the Eagan Wildcats have been in COVID jail for the last 10 days. Had a little outbreak on the team, and this is their first game back, first practice back, first everything back since May 1st. It'll be really interesting to watch and see how the Wildcats react to the time off. Sometimes a little downtime can do a team good. Nicole Casilius, the sophomore, is going to be our pitcher for today. The Wildcats come in 4-6, going 1-2 over the weekend on May 1st. The visiting Shakopee Sabers are 9-5 overall. They're 3-2 in their last 5 games, having played really competitive softball over the last handful of dates that they've been playing. We will walk through quickly here the starting lineups for the Shakopee Sabers. Batting first, number 8 left fielder Gracie Scott. Batting second, number 11 Renee Bresnahan, playing third base. Batting third, senior number 9 catcher Joey Fatante. And batting fourth, number 6, Reese Holtzhuter, playing right field. Reagan Kraft, number 14, will play second base, followed by Allie Mayer, number 18, the designated player. Riley Ledstrom, number 10, is playing shortstop. Morgan Wiener, number 24, is playing first base. And playing center field, number 1, Emily Severs. Today, the flex is pitcher Paige Strelo. We'll get to the Eagan lineup at the next break. So we'll start off here with Gracie Scott. She's a senior.
Batting first for the visiting Sabers, the left fielder, Gracie Scott.
She's batting .308 on this season. Has 12 hits. Nicole Casilius takes the ball on the mound, and we're ready to get underway here. First pitch down and away. Ball 1. Nicole comes in with a record of 1-3, having pitched 32 and a third innings. Her ERA is 7.36. Last time these two teams faced, it was an epic 3-hour marathon battle where the Wildcats did pull off the win 20-13. More of a football score, but the Wildcats put up 20 runs. Since that point, the Sabres have been much more stingy on defense. Gracie Scott here runs the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Of any position that's going to have the highest negative impact from a layoff will be the pitching staff. There is a consistency that happens when you're pitching. Nicole pitches that second pitch over, gets the count to full. Ground ball over there to third base, right at Catherine Vandalak, misplays it, and Gracie Scott will reach on an error.
Next up, the third baseman, Rainey Bresnahan.
So that brings up number 11, Rainey Bresnahan. She's a sophomore. Coming in batting .294 on the season, has 10 hits, 3 doubles. Nicole's battery mate today is junior Megan Dierberger. Throws inside just a little bit too far inside and hits Rainey. So that puts Sabres on first and second with nobody out.
Next up, the catcher, Joey Fatante.
Now comes up number 9, senior, all everything for the Sabres, Joey Fatante. I remember watching her when she was a freshman and sophomore. She's been playing for her dad for quite a while. Last game she hit a home run against the Wildcats. Nicole gets one across with a nice off-speed pitch there. Gets ahead. One of the things that we noticed against Bloomington Jefferson when Nicole pitched a really nice game against the number 6 team in the state at the time, she got ahead of her count consistently. And without fail was working from ahead in the count and getting good pitches across. She works the count to 2 strikes against Joey Fatante. Joey laces a fly ball out to right field. Emma Stahlberger's under it, throws into third base. Gracie Scott does beat the play and advances. So a sacrifice fly for Joey Fatante out to Emma Stahlberger. Nice job by her to track that one down.
Next up, number 6, Reese Holtzhuter.
I thought Gracie Scott did a nice job reading that play. The ball was hit into the gap, but high enough where she felt like Emma was going to run underneath it. She was tagging up on the play, working to advance no matter what. Brings up number 6, right fielder, Reese Holtzhuter. Reese is also a senior, also the other pair of this pretty dynamic number 3, number 4 hitter for the Sabres. She's batting .477 on the season. Little check swing foul down the first baseline. Count is 1-1. Ground ball through the second base hole. Ella Bailey gave a great effort to get over to make the play, but gets underneath her glove. Gets out to right field. And Gracie Scott scores the first run of the game for the Sabres.
Next up, the second baseman, Eagan Kraft.
Brings up Reagan Kraft, number 14. On that last hit, it looked like Ella was thinking the ball was going to go more up the middle, also playing toward potentially a steal. Unfortunately, just gets underneath her glove. First and third. The Sabres aren't having Holthuter move on this. 1 ball, 1 strike. So ball up, but running on the play. Megan comes up firing and gets the tag out by Addie Goyle at second base. Second out of the inning. Holthuter, I don't think, was even anticipating that there was going to be a play. She didn't even slide. She slides, she might have been safe, but it was a pretty easy tag for Addie to make on that play. Foul ball up behind the catcher. Megan Dierberger tracks it down and gets it. So after a half of an inning, the Sabres do get 1 run and lead 1-0. We'll go ahead and go through the starting lineup for the Eagan Wildcats here as we take a small break. Watching that Megan tracks that ball down and makes the out. So for the Wildcats, batting first is Nicole Casillas, number 55, in pitching. Batting second, Gabby Beerley, number 34, playing center field. Batting third, number 83, shortstop Addie Goyle. Batting fourth, number 23, catcher Megan Dierberger. Batting fifth, number 50, first baseman Sarah Borger. Batting sixth, number 60, left fielder Addie Schussler. Batting seventh, number 2, designated player playing third base, Catherine Vandelek. Batting eighth, number 24, right fielder Emma Stahlberger. And batting ninth, number 66, second baseman Ella Bailey. In the last matchup against the Sabres, like I said, the Wildcats put up 20 runs, giving up 13. Strelo pitched the first few innings. It was the first game out of the season. It was cold. It was windy. It was delayed. The Wildcats had a bus issue getting there. So kind of a one of those wild, crazy games. Likely this game will be played a little more efficiently, as the teams have both been playing now for a month. Batting first, pitcher Nicole Casillas. She comes in leading the team, batting .528. She has 19 hits and 5 doubles on the season. She's been seeing the ball really, really well. She started that first game against the Sabres with a couple of those doubles. The other thing that a team that has had a long layoff has to adjust to is getting back in the box and facing that speed. Coming off the pitcher's hand, watching the ball, getting that timing back. The Wildcats, there's a ground ball through the shortstop hole, gets past Ledstrom, and Nicole has another hit.
Next up, junior center fielder Gabby Beerley.
Great little chopper right through there. There was no real play there for the shortstop to make. So that brings up junior Gabby Beerley. Nicole Casillas is always a threat to steal. Flashes a bunt, doesn't. She pulls back on it, takes a strike. In that first game against the Sabres, Coach Duncan played a little bit of small ball in good spots, having a number of girls work on their bunts. Gabby's been swinging a pretty good bat this year as well. She's batting .344, has 9 RBIs, leads the team. Gabby's always really diligent about watching that ball back into the catcher's glove all the time, watching that ball to contact. Makes her a much more effective hitter. Pop fly. Fair ball over the first baseman's head. Just gets through her glove. Nicole Casillas advances all the way to third base on the play. That was a little pop-up off the end of the bat by Gabby. Goes over the first baseman's head. Second baseman Reagan Kraft almost makes the play, just pops out of her glove and allows Nicole to get all the way to third base.
Addie Coyle.
So first and third for the Wildcats, threatening to tie the game up here in the bottom of the first inning. Strelo is the main pitcher for the Sabres. She's pitched in 12 games, 54 in the third innings. Has a 2.5 ERA, 71 strikeouts in 54 innings. Now batting for the Wildcats, Addie Goyle. She goes to 0-2 on the called strike. If anybody who could have used a little bit of a layoff was Addie in the tournament over the weekend. I think that she had a few at-bats that she'd like to have back and looking to reset, get going again here. She batted really well early in the season. Defensive indifference there as Gabby Beerley takes second base. Addie swings and misses. Strikeout for Strelo. Brings
the catcher, Megan Deerberger.
Brings up number 23, Megan Deerberger. Good pitch, low. Patante does a nice job just gathering that ball in, not letting it hit the dirt. Here's one of Coach Duncan's trademark plays right here. Speedster on third base, looking for Megan to lay down that bunt and see if they can't make the defense have to choose between the out at home and get the tag down or throw out Megan at first and give up the run. Good hard swing by Megan as she swings through that pitch. Runs the count to 0-2. Megan comes in batting .318 on the season. She has 7 hits and 22 at-bats. I think that catcher Fatante thought that might have been a strike. Umpire does not give it to her. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Megan takes another pitch low. And works her to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a little bit up in the zone, but umpire calls it a strike, and Megan strikes out. So Strelo had worked her to two strikes, gave up 3 balls. Yep, that was a good pitch. That ball kind of looked like it was going to be inside and came back across the plate. Good frame by Joey Fatante on that to secure the strikeout. So Wildcats have 2 runners in scoring position for Sarah Borger, first baseman. Fouls off the first pitch. Foul ball back into the screen. 0-2 count. takes the ball up. It's almost the exact same sequence that Strelo had against Dierberger. That pitch upstairs, the umpire's not calling the letters, just below the letters. Goes outside. Sarah comes in with 6 RBIs. Be a great opportunity right here for her to add to that count. Foul ball back against the screen. Should get new life. She's been swinging aggressive bat before the quarantine. Had a really nice weekend in the 3 games against. And Strelo comes out, gets the strikeout on the outside corner. So after 1 full inning, the Sabers lead 1-0 here.
The Cats fail to score in the first. Sabers 1, Eagan 0.
1-0 here at Wildcat Park. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Park. We're at the top of the 2nd inning. The Sabres put across 1 run in the first. Wildcats threatened to score, but Strelo struck out the side to end the inning and brings up number 14, Reagan Kraft. She's playing set for the Sabres. Little ground ball to pitcher Casillas, up to second or to first base to Borger, get the out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The shortstop, Riley Ledstrom.
Good hop there by Nicole to field that ball quickly. Brings up number 10, Riley Ledstrom. Riley's a junior, playing shortstop today. Nicole has her sign. Two balls low in the strike zone for Nicole. Good pitch on the inside corner there for Nicole. Keeping the ball down. Want to try to drive these hitters to put it into the ground and let the defense behind her field and take care of her. Good off-speed pitch there by Nicole. Comes in with the strike. Gets it back to full count. Foul ball back into the netting. Ground ball to third baseman. Catherine Vandelak up with it. Made the throw over, but pulled Sarah Borger off the bag. Umpire calls her safe. So it's a good effort there by Catherine to field that ball cleanly.
Next
kind
up,
of a
the
tough
first
chopper
baseman,
at her.
Morgan Wiener.
Comes over, get it. Throws across the field there, bounces it, and her foot, yeah, Sarah's foot was off the bag just by maybe 2 inches. So brings up Morgan Wiener, playing first base. She comes in batting 182 on the season. Off-speed pitch, doesn't quite get to the plate. Runs it to 2 balls on the count. So one of the bugaboos for the Eagan Wildcats this year has been some of their fielding. We've had a number of errors, unfortunately. Hopefully that can keep Ledstrom at first base and away from home. Swing and a miss there. Just not a play there for Megan to throw down on stolen base for Ledstrom. The pitch was outside. It's a tough spot for Nicole or for Megan to come around and get that ball. So Wiener runs it to a full count. Foul ball back. Off-speed pitch, little pot fly over towards shortstop. Addie Goyle goes back, hauls it in, makes a nice play. Great first step, drop step on that. Gets behind the ball.
Next up, the center fielder, Emily Sabers.
On that kind of play, sometimes you can see if the first step isn't sometimes when if the ball is popped up like that, sometimes the first step can be in, and then it makes that play a lot tougher. Addie saw the ball was going to be hit a little bit further, got a good step on it, and fields it in front of her. First pitch ball to number 1, center fielder Emily Severs. Lefty showing some slapping ability here. Left side of the infield will want to be on their toes. Has that split grip that you see from some of these lefty slappers. Little poke fly ball to left field, does the little slappy hit. It's just frustrating for fielders when that happens. It just put the bat, the head of the bat on the ball, gets it over the shortstop's head, short of the left fielder. Addie Schussler makes a great play. You'll watch here. Addie comes in flying. She's got a lot of speed, just bounces in front of her. And unfortunately, that allows Ledstrom to come home. Great bit of hitting there by Severs to get her teammate home. So we return to the top of the order for Gracie Scott. Hit that ground ball over to Catherine at third base last time up. Severs is stealing on the pitch. Got a great jump on it. and gets the stolen base. You see she got a great, fantastic jump. She was off and running as soon as Nicole was letting go of that ball, leaning into that steal. As a coach, we teach the players to really try to time up that release so that you're leaning forward and going as soon as that ball is out of the hand. Sabers did that, excellent. So 3 straight balls to Scott. And ball 4. So puts Gracie Scott at first base and brings up Rainey Bresnahan. She was hit last time up. First pitch strike for Nicole. Working her way back in after having the layoff over the last 12 days. The Wildcats have quite a crazy schedule coming up. Go through that later. Includes a doubleheader and playing, I think, 3 games a week for the next 3 weeks to get every game in, but they will get them all back in, assuming the weather holds. Two balls, 1 strike to Bresnahan. Bresnahan has 10 hits on the season, 5 RBIs. In this situation, she's just looking to get it to the green. Most likely would score Sabers from second base with her speed and with 2 outs. Ball's tap foul down the first base line. Sarah Borger gives chase. And Bresnahan will come back to the plate for another shot at it. Off-speed pitch gets Bresnahan swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. After 1.5, the Sabers. Great off-speed pitch. You see Bresnahan was way out in front of it. So after 1.5 innings, after the Sabers put another run across, it's 2-0 Sabers. All right, bottom of the 2nd inning brings up number 60, Addie Schussler. Strelo gets the first pitch across for a strike. Should be looking to build off of her last inning after giving up 2 somewhat seeing eye hits. She struck out the next 3 hitters. Looks to be throwing just a little bit harder than she did in the 1st inning. Addie Schussler hits one off the end of the bat over the first baseman's head, just lands right on the chalk, and will get a double out of it as the ball spins against the fence. So the ball went right off the end of the bat, just gets on that base. The umpire was right there, saw that that it hit the chalk. All it's got to do is hit any part of the white. Brings up number 2, senior Catherine Vandalak. Good hard swing and a miss. Catherine has 3 home runs on the season. Comes in batting .217. Hit her on the leg. Ooh, on the inside of the knee. That wasn't the muscle part. That was the knee part. That'll sting a little bit. Strela's throwing hard. Not a fun spot to get hit. But she's down there, she's working, she runs it off, and she's gonna stay in the game. So now, brings up senior number 24, Emma Stahlberger. Emma has 4 hits and 12 at-bats, hitting .333. She gets her sign from Coach Duncan, steps back into the box. Called strike on the inside part of the plate right there. Probably a good take for her. That's not really a pitch that she likes too much, likes it out just a little bit further. Offers at the bunt, unable to connect. Goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, one of those situations where Coach Duncan likes to get the runners and get them moving and make the Sabers make a play. Line drive right back to pitcher Strelo. Catherine was going as soon as it was hit. Didn't see that the ball had been caught and gets doubled off. So good reaction by Strelo there. Turns, looks at Addie Schussler at second base first. And Catherine had already made it all the way to second base. So 2 outs now. Brings up freshman number 66, Ella Bailey. Ella's batting .353 on the season. Hits a ground ball to shortstop, Ledstrom. Speedy Ella Bailey just got her out. Looked like a really tight play there.
After 2.
So
Sabers 2, Wildcats.
Little Squibbers hit to shortstop. Here we go, the replay. Goes to shortstop, comes up firing. Good throw by Ledstrom. Hard to say. Looked like it could have been gone either way. Umpire gives it to the Sabers. So after 2 innings, the Sabers are up 2-0. All right, so we invite you to subscribe to ETV on YouTube. So go to youtube.com/Eagan Television to subscribe to the channel. Be able to catch all the Eagan Wildcat sports. We broadcast lacrosse, soccer, football, basketball, hockey, softball, baseball all season long. Your one stop to watch your Wildcats in action.
Couple defensive changes for the Wildcats. Sarah Morgan to third, Emma Stahlberger to first. Drew Busley to right field.
So after the play where Catherine Vandelek got hit in the knee, Coach Duncan is making a couple of changes. As Drew Busley is the flex, she goes out to right field. She is going to take the spot of Catherine Vandelek. Moves Sarah Borger to third base. Emma Stahlberger goes to first base. So a little bit of a defensive shift here as the Wildcats are down one player. Jalen Hemsworth, infielder, plays third base, second base, is out for the season with a labrum issue. So makes it a little bit more interesting for Coach Duncan as he makes his defensive positioning. So we are dropping. I believe we're going to drop to 9.
Leading off the third inning for the Sabers, number 9.
So it's just gonna sub his flex in for his DP. Leave everything as is in the batting order. And now that we have all of those changes in and done, we are ready to play. Brings up senior Joey Fatante. Sacrifice fly in her first at bat. Off-speed pitch, hit out to left field. Addie Sussler back on it, unable to make it to the catch, gets to the wall. Good relay into Addie Doyle, and Joey Fatante hits it off the bottom of the wall for a double. Addie had a good read on it, just looked like she might have lost it as she got towards that fence. As you hit that warning track, it becomes a little bit of a challenge.
Next up, Reese Holtzhuter.
So in to run for the Wildcat, or for the Sabers, is number 4, Sophie Hergott.
Pinch runner for the Sabers, number 4, Sophie Hergott.
So Nicole gets the first pitch across to Holtzhuter, who had that hard ground ball through the second base hole in her first at bat. For her 22nd hit of the season. Doing the research on this game, it looked like Holtzhuter and Fatante batting 3-4 has been a powerful duo for the Sabers this year. Ball gets away from Dierberger, gets back to the wall, and Hergott gets over to third base on the wild pitch. Nobody out here in the third inning. There's another one of those hard hit balls from the 3-4 spot. Holtzhuter takes a line drive up to center field, right over the pitcher's head. And the Sabres score the third run of the game.
Next up, second baseman, Reagan Kraft.
Brings up number 14, second baseman Reagan Kraft. She ended the first inning on a pop foul to Megan Dierberger behind the plate. She'll look to improve on that. Reagan Kraft is batting .425, so this is their 3-4-5 hitters looking to do some additional damage here in the third inning. Nicole gets her first pitch strike across again, so that's 3 in a row this inning. Shows bunt, goes right back to the pitcher, Casillas. Ella Bailey covering it first. They get the out. Sacrifice bunt gets Holtzhuter over to second base.
Next up, number 18, Allie Meyer.
Great hops by Nicole on that bunt. Knew exactly where she was going. Showing bunt, probably not. Ground ball up the middle. Gets past shortstop Goyle. Out to center field. Holtzhuter holds on the throw into the infield from Gabby Beerley, but that allows Meyer to go to second base on the throw. So it's one of those opportunities there where the center fielder wants to be watching that runner to make sure that she's actually going to come home, and maybe we hit the cut there and hold that runner at first base to make it first and third instead of second and third. Brings up Ledstrom. Hit a ground ball to third base last time up. Off-speed pitch for a ball. So Meyer gets a single, advances on the throw. Holtzhuter at third. The Sabres are threatening to add to their 1 run this inning and 3 for the game. Ball high to Ledstrom. Be really great to see Nicole battle back here, maybe even get a strikeout, take care of it herself, and try to keep the Sabres from getting another run. Called strike. Foul ball off of Ledstrom's foot in the box. Runs the count to 2-2. Tough play right here. Yep, right off the inside of the knee. Foul ball down the third base line. Infield is in. They're looking to keep that runner at third base from getting home. Ooh, good pitch on the outside half of the outside. Umpire doesn't give it to her. Foul ball back against the netting. So we'll keep life ahead, or she keeps her life ahead here. So we have full count, 1 out, second and third for the Sabres. Big at bat here. Ledstrom worked Nicole pretty hard in the first at bat. Off speed pitch, pop up to center fielder Gabby Beerley. She's looking to come home with it. Great throw by Gabby, holds the runner at third base. So the ball was hit well, but not well enough to score Holtzhuter from third. So Gabby knew, takes her time, gets underneath of it, and came up firing to making sure Holtzhuter was going to have to be left at third base. So it looks like we have a sub. It's going to be number 5, Lily Tremmel.
Batting for the Sabres, number 5, Lily Tremmel.
She also is a lefty, potentially slap hitting. Ball outside. So, she's batting for Wiener. My apologies. Ball outside. Pretty good pitch by Nicole there, working the outside half of the plate. So Coach Fatante, looking to use his lefty again, probably looking to do a slap hit, try to get it in play, make the defense have to make that play. Called strike. Trumbull has 9 at-bats on the season, only 1 hit, but has 4 walks. So she has a good eye. Foul ball back against the screen. 2-2 count. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Nicole's looking to leave those 2 runners on base. Trumbull looking to score them both. Ground ball up the middle to Gabby Beerley in center fielder. Throw is going to come home. There's going to be a play at the plate. She got her. Great throw by Gabby Beerley to snag Meyer at the plate. So Gabby comes charging in hard. She knows she's coming home, knows the runner's going to be advancing. Megan Dierberger up the line just a little bit, does a great job to get the tag, get her out, and get us out of the inning with only 1 additional run scored. So the Sabres score 2, leave 1, and after the 2.5 innings, it's 4-0 Sabres here at Wildcat Park. All right, we welcome you back to Wildcat Park. You see the graphic on the screen. It's the Twitter handle for Eagan TV. It's at Eagan TV. The follow there to hear all about all the different events that are going on and being broadcast by Eagan TV throughout the year. So comes up number 55 pitcher Nicole Casilius. Had that hard bouncing ground ball to the left side of the infield in her first at bat. Follows the first pitch here back against the screen for 1 strike. So Wildcats looking to put together a few hits here at the top of the lineup. Try to get a couple of runs scored here. Don't want to get too far behind against the Sabres and Strelo. Another bouncing ball, this time to the pitcher, Strelo. Close play at first base again, and the umpire is giving it to the fielders today. Close play here at first base.
Next up, center fielder Gabby Beerley.
Well, it's a perfect tie. Literally, ball was in the glove and the foot hits the bag. Typically, the runner will get that. In this case, both Ella Bailey last at bat and this one with Nicole, both of them went to the Sabres. So first pitch ball to Gabby. Brings up number 34, Gabby Beerley. Had that great play at the end of the last inning to throw out Meyer at home. Patante was sending her, Coach Patante was scoring her as soon as the ball was hit. Foul ball down the first baseline, just outside the orange bag. Will bring Beerly back to the plate. Ball outside. Good pitch there by Strelo. Typically a pitch that a lot of hitters will want to go after. Pops the ball into right field. Right fielder Holthuter doesn't come charging all the way on it. Maybe had a play there. And Gabby gets a single on a pop fly to right field.
Next up, the senior captain, number 83, Addie Goyle.
It looked like Holthuter could have taken 2 more steps and caught that ball. She might have just lost it or didn't quite have the right angle on it to see that ball. So benefit to Beerly. Brings up Addie Goyle, struck out in her last at bat. Fouls one back to the netting. Off-speed pitch by Strelo. Gabby Beerly takes a big lead over at first. Vitante stares her down, and Gabby hustles back. 2 strikes on Goyle. Ball up in the zone. Calls strike 3, down and away in the zone for out number 2. I don't think Addie thought that was a strike.
Next up, the junior.
It was definitely
catcher,
down and away.
Dearberger.
Is at the knees, as long as it's a little hard to see on this angle, but it was at the knees. If it was across the plate, it was a strike. Ball low. Gets away from Vitante, allows Beerly to take second base. So runner in scoring position here with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Brings up Megan Dearberger. Good swing, just misses it. Foul ball back against the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball down, back against the screen over on the right side. Just a little bit low. Just a little. On the throw back to the pitcher, Gabby Beerly sees that they're not really paying attention to her at second base and takes 3rd base. So great play there by Gabby. Heads up watching. Vitante just kind of threw it back nonchalantly to Strelo, and Beerly was watching and takes 3rd base. So 2 balls, 2 strike count. High to Megan for a full count. Ball 4, so Megan works herself a walk. That's her 7th walk of the year.
Sarah Borger.
Brings up Sarah Borger. Struck out last time up to bat. But she has those 6 RBIs that we talked about earlier. Looking to, she's batting just under 350. Looking to get this runner in. just slightly behind the high fastball from Strelo. Not likely for Coach Duncan to be stealing or moving Megan Dierberger to second base on this. Fatante has a really strong arm. Outside half of the plate, strike two. We're gonna have a courtesy runner for Megan Dierberger. It's number 51, freshman Ellie Johnson.
Courtesy runner for our speedy catcher, number 51, Miss Ellie Johnson.
So looking to make sure to read the play correctly. 2 outs. Should be moving on any ball hit. Foul ball back against the screen on the first base side. Goes out of play. Count remains 0-2. Wildcats have 4 hits on the day. 2 of them from Gabby Beerley, who's at third base. Foul tip caught by Fatante. Strikeout number 5 for Strelo. Good swing, good pitch. Had a beat on it. Just was a little bit further outside. Got a little bit of the bat on it, but strikes are out. So after 3 full innings, the Wildcats have left their 5th batter on base and have failed to score. It's 4-0 Sabers after 3. All right, we welcome you back and ask you to follow us on Facebook.com/Eagan TV. Again, another spot where you can find all the action for all of your Wildcat sports and events around the Eagan community. Follow ETV on Facebook.
The center fielder, Emily Siebert.
So brings up the slapper, Emily Sievers, number 1. She popped a little ball over the shortstop's head in her first at bat. Takes first pitch called strike. Ball down. Gets back to the screen. So we're in the top of the 4th inning. Shakopee leads 4-0. They have 6 hits, 4 runners left on, and 1 strikeout, while the Wildcats have no runs, 4 hits, have left 5 runners on base with 5 strikeouts. Little squibber there by Sievers, foul. Hustles down to first base just in case it went fair. Comes back. One thing that is these Sabres have taken advantage of, the 2 errors that happened in the 1st and 2nd innings did both score. There's a little hit to shortstop. Sievers is super fast, and unfortunately for the Wildcats, just a little too fast. Beats out the throw from shortstop Addie Goyle.
Next up,
So they use Sievers very well.
Gracie Scott.
Great slap hit right there. Stays in the box at contact and beats it out by a good step and a half. Wildcats will want to watch, likely to steal here early in the count. She's oh, nope, doesn't go. Called strike. So good job by Sabers there, fakes out the announcer. Casillas gets another first pitch strike. There's a ball hit past shortstop Addie Goyle, gets through the wickets of left fielder Addie Schussler. Gabby Beerley comes over, and Sabers will score from first base on the air by Schussler. So it's a hit for Scott into left field.
Next up, the third
Schussler
baseman,
looked like she thought the ball might come up just a little bit. Had a really good beat on it. Got her knee down even and just went underneath her leg. Unfortunately, allows Sabers to score the 5th run of the game. And on the play, Scott goes to second. So third Eagan error allows another run to score. Nobody out, top of the 4th inning. Looking to get Bresnahan out before facing that 3-4-5 group. Casillas comes on the bunt, makes a good play up to the first base where second baseman Ella Bailey was covering. She immediately flipped and threw that ball. She knew where she was going with it, barehanded it. Great play by Nicole. We'll see it here. Good bunt really by Bresnahan. Single, and yep, got her by about a half a step. So great play there by Nicole. Gets Scott, though, over to third base, now facing Joey Fatante, who is 1 for 1 with the sacrifice fly. Another called strike, 4th in a row of the inning. First pitch strike for Nicole. She pitches so much more effectively once she is able to find that first pitch strike. Ground ball foul over to Borger over at third base. So Fatante's 0-2. Ground ball to shortstop Goyle. Up firing. Makes a hard play. Great job. That ball took a really nasty hop. Hit her in the chest. Stays with it. Doesn't let the ball hit the ground again. Comes up firing and gets Fatante at first base. So great job there to stay in front of it. And gets Fatante.
Next up, the right fielder, Reese.
Gets it on 6-3 play. Does score Scott from third base. So bases are empty for Holthuter. Ground ball to second baseman Bailey. She makes a diving play. Off of the end of her glove, shoots out into center field. Made a really good effort on that play. Tough ground ball off the end of the bat.
Next up, number 14.
Tries to make the play. So a single for Holthuter. Holthuter gets her 3rd hit of the day. Another called strike for Casillas against Kraft. Line drive center field out to Gabby Beerley. Sticks her glove up and makes a great play. Hauls it in for the 3rd out of the inning.
Sabres get 2. Total of 6. Wildcats come to bat.
Took a little step in. Maybe thought it was going to be a little bit more of a pop fly. Takes off on her, but she gets her glove up. Makes a great play. The Sabres score 2 more and take a commanding 6-0 lead after 3.5 here on ETV at Wildcat Park. All right, here on ETV, we're advertising now. We're looking for employees and people who want to work for Cascade Bay this summer. Obviously, with COVID ramping down, the water park's going to be a hot spot for everybody to want to join in and be a part of. So looking for people to come work, lifeguards and staff here at Cascade Bay. So we're
home half of the fourth inning.
in the fourth inning.
Addie Schussler.
Number 60, Addie Schussler, had a double off the end of the bat over the first baseman's head in the last in her last at bat, second inning. Takes ball one. Foul ball back against the screen. Home half of the fourth inning here. Strelo has pitched pretty well, only giving up 4 hits and having 5 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. Off-speed pitch or spinning ball there. So Catherine Vandalak, who's out of playing in the infield, but is still the designated player. Swings and misses against the Strelo pitch. Foul ball back against the screen. Runs the count to 0-2. Looking for Catherine to get the ball in play, make the Sabers make a play, and maybe get something started here for the Wildcats, down 6-0 in the fourth inning. Off-speed pitch, Catherine was out in front of it, swings and misses, and strikeout number 7 for Strelo.
Another senior, the captain, number 24, Emma Stahlberg.
Good hard swing there by Catherine, just got fooled by the fact that it was an off-speed pitch, up a little bit, out in front of it. Brings up senior Emma Stahlberger. Emma's a senior. Has 3 walks, a couple of RBIs. Foul ball at the Shakopee dugout down the first baseline. 2 balls, 1 strike. She's an adaptable fielder, able to come in from the outfield, play first base for us. Foul ball back against the screen. So Strelo moves from 2-0 to 2-2. Off-speed pitch again by Strelo. And she strikes out the side. 8 strikeouts now on the day.
After 4 complete, Sabres 6, Wildcats nothing.
So 8th strikeout, 8th strikeout, 4 in her last 4 batters. Takes us to the top of the 5th inning with the Sabres up 6-0. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Park here, top of the 5th inning. Sabers lead 6-0.
Katie Marker.
Pinch hitter, number 25, Katie Markert. She looks to be a regular player for the Sabers. Played in 12 games, has 21 at-bats, batting .238, has 8 RBIs on the season. She'll be the new designated player for Allie Meyer. Takes first pitch strike. So Nicole seems to be settling in a little bit more here. Getting that first pitch strike across. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Casillas up over to Stahlberger for the out at first. 1 out.
Next up, the shortstop, number 10, Riley Ledstrom.
Brings up Ledstrom. She reached on an error to third base and fly ball out to center fielder Gabby Beerling, her last at bat. Shows bunt, ball's down, up with the ball with Stahlberger, throws it over, covering second baseman Ella Bailey's head, but good bunt there by Ledstrom. Tough play. She put it in a really good spot as far as a bunt goes. You'll see here the ball gets just down. She stays out of the way of it. Great job by Stahlberger to make the play on it. Turns and fires quickly, but just lost the back foot there and throws it into right field. But Ledstrom gets the hit on a bunt. Brings up number 5, Tremmel. She had a ground ball up the middle to center field last time. That was the play where Gabby threw out Meyer at home. Off-speed pitch with Ledstrom going. A perfect pitch to steal on. No throw from catcher Dierberger. Puts Ledstrom at second base with 1 out and a 1-2 or 2-1 count to Tremmel. Wild pitch gets past Dierberger back against the backstop here, and Ledstrom takes third base. Ball 4 walks Tremmel. So 2 runners on again for the Sabers.
Next up, the speedy center fielder, Emily Sabers.
5th inning in a row that the Sabers have put at least 2 runners on. And brings up speedy Emily Severs. She has a couple of hits. On that fake bunt, give the base to Tremmel. So defensive indifference there. Looking to probably put that ball over in left field again. Foul ball with Ledstrom coming home, looking to squeeze her home and make the Wildcats make a play at home. Goes foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Wildcats should be anticipating something from the lefty. Unconventional from a hitting perspective, but very conventional from a left-handed slapper. Third baseman Borger is cheating down the line almost 20 feet. Shows the bunt again, ball is high. Double pump by Dierberger, but still gets Ledstrom leaning just too far. Ledstrom took a huge lead coming down the line And Dierberger saw her, clutched it once, and then threw it down there to Goyle and gets the out. So great job by Goyle to be covering. Great throw right on the bag from Dierberger, and we get the out. Second out of the inning. Little slap foul there from Sabers. So the unfortunate thing for the Sabres in that situation was the ball was well above Seaver's head, and Ledstrom was definitely thinking that she was going to get that bunt down. Came down 30 feet down the line. So it was pretty much an easy play for the Wildcats. Made a nice play out of it, though. Foul ball back against the screen. Six nothing, 2 outs, runner at second base. So ball to the grass. They maybe, with Fatante having a pretty aggressive streak to him, may try to get that runner across. Off-speed pitch on the inside half of the plate, called strike 3. And Casilius gets her second strikeout on the speedy Sabers.
After 4.5. Sabres
Great
6.
inside pitch right at the knees. Sabers didn't think it was going to be there. Great play, great throw by Casilius. Gets out of the inning. And no more runs across for the Sabres in the 5th, so it still stays 6-0 after 4.5 here at Wildcat Park on Eagan TV. Welcome back to Eagan Park. It's the bottom of the 5th inning with the Sabres leading 6-0. The Wildcats have 4 hits and 8 strikeouts on the day. Brings up, and leading off, I guess, for the for the 5th inning is number 66, freshman Ella Bailey. Had that ground ball to shortstop in her last at bat, barely missed getting the beat out. Hits a fly ball out to right field. Tough play out there for the right fielder. Into the sun, but tracks it down for the first out of the inning. Fly ball out to right field. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Back to the top of the order, the pitcher, Nicole Vasilius.
Here at Wildcat Park, the way this field is situated, second base, first base, and right field take it, make it a really difficult plays with that sun setting over my back. Casilius, first pitch strike. Foul ball over the right, down the third base line. Coach Duncan comes down to talk to home plate umpire about something. He had his fist out to the side, which typically means an illegal pitch. Nothing doing, though. No balls, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Casilius. Was on a tear before the break for the Wildcats. Came back, got a hit in her first at bat. Close play on her second one. Could have been another hit. Called strike on the outside corner. 2-2 count. So Wildcats have threatened a couple of times in the first inning and the third inning, but haven't been able to get a runner past third as the score is 6-0. Hard ground ball over to Coach Duncan's feet down the third base line. Foul ball. Coach just gets out of the way of it. Saves his ankles. Off-speed pitch, sticks the bat out. Shortstop covers it. And another close play at first base. This one looked to be even closer than the last one. Ledstrom's got a cannon over there. You see the ball is down. Great play by Ledstrom. Turns and fires. Really close.
The center fielder, Gabby Beerley.
Again, looked to be almost a tie. So that's the third one for the Wildcats where we haven't gotten the call over there at first. Really close play. Two balls. Can see why Coach Patante puts Ledstrom over there at shortstop. Has good range and has a really strong arm. So 2 balls to Gabby Beerley. Looks that third one back to Patante's glove. Looking for the Wildcats to get something started here with 2 outs. Strike just below the letters. Check swing foul by Beerley. Definitely one she didn't mean to swing at, but the ball tailed back in on her. So runs the count to full. She has 3 walks on the season. 2 hits today, improving her batting average from the .344 she came in with. Ball 4, down and away. So Gabby's on for the 3rd time today. On base percentage was over 400, so that will increase again after this game. Brings up Addie Goyle, senior leader for this team, captain. 2 strikeouts today, but looking to put the ball in play, get the bat on it. Move Gabby around. There's a foul ball down the first base side. Out of play. Gabby is aggressive on the base paths at first base. Oftentimes tries to egg on the catcher. Nice to see Coach Brinkmeyer back. She was down in Florida missed the last 4 games. Retains her spot coaching first base. Called strike on the outside corner to Goyle. Tough spot. Foul ball laced down the right field line. Hard hit. Foul by a good 10 feet. Addie continues to work herself through this at bat. Gabby, like we talked about, she likes to egg the catcher on. She got a good 15, 20-foot lead on that. Patante throws down. Umpire calls her safe. Really close play. A lot closer than I'm sure Coach Duncan would like it to be. Ball outside on the off-speed pitch from Strelo. Ball high. So after getting ahead in the count 0-2, Strelo is pitched 3 straight balls. Time out as Coach Patante comes out to talk to his pitcher. Gives her a little pep talk. Not sure if Coach Duncan coming down to talk to the home plate umpire threw her off a little bit because she had the walk and now has gone 3 balls on Addie. High strike on the outside part of the plate. Home plate umpire calls the strike for the third strike, or for the third out of the inning.
After 5, Sabers 6, Wildcats.
It's probably just below the letters on the outside corner. That's Addie's 3rd strikeout of the day, and I believe 9th of the game for Strelo. So we're through 5 innings here at Wildcat Park with the Sabers leading 6-0 on ETV. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Park. So after 5 innings of pitching for Nicole Casilius in her first action back in 12 days, the Wildcats make a pitching change, bring Drew Busley in from right field to pitch. Nicole moves out to right field, and Coach Duncan makes a defensive adjustment, bringing in sophomore number 40 Tess Peterson to play left field, replacing number 60 Addie Schussler in the batting order. So for the Sabres, though, we'll return back to the top of the lineup with Gracie Scott coming to bat. She is 1 for 2 on the day, having a hard hit ball to left field in her last at bat that squeaked through Schussler's legs, reached on an error and has a walk. So Drew Busley comes in to pitch. Drew's pitched 20 innings this year. She's 1-2, has pitched in 6 games, has an 8.40 ERA, 9 strikeouts and 22 walks. Continuing to learn and develop as a pitcher at the varsity level. The Wildcats are a pretty young team, having a lot of sophomores and freshmen playing on this team, while the Sabres are really a very mature and experienced team with a number of seniors and juniors making up their roster. So 2 balls from Drew here on Scott. Wildcats look to continue to develop and gain some experience for this young nucleus that will have a 1-2 punch at the pitcher's mound in years to come. Called strike. Off-speed pitch, hitter on the leg. So second free pass drawn by Scott in the game. Brings up Rainey Bresnahan. She was hit in the first inning. Had a sacrifice bunt and a strikeout for her 3 at-bats. So Scott is at first. Shows bunt, steal by Scott. Good throw by Dierberger. Goyle's there, tags her in the middle of the back, and gets the out. So great throw there by Dierberger to catch the leadoff hitter Scott stealing. Beautiful throw by Dierberger right there, right in the middle of the back. Definitely got her, no question. In that instance, the ball up for Dierberger, got her out of her crouch quickly on the play, so gave her a chance to make the throw without having to come up. All one motion, no hitching or giddy up on that one. Great job by Megan. Called strike, so Bresnahan has 2 strikes on her. Drew looks to get the second out of the inning. And has her second hit batsman of the inning. Hit her right in the kneecap.
Next up, the catcher, Joey Vitante.
Bresnahan gets hit. Kind of stuck her knee out on that, but was in the batter's box, so all's fair. Brings up the big hitting catcher, Joey Vitante. Off-speed pitch there by Drew, gets the called strike. So Fatante's got a sacrifice fly, a double, and a ground ball to shortstop in her 3 at-bats. So she's 1 for 2. Has an RBI. Ball down and away, just a little bit below the knees. So this is Drew's first time today against the 3-4-5 hitters for the Sabers. Hard line drive into left field, goes to the fence. Tess Peterson's back to get the play. Gonna come up firing. Fatante hits a rocket down the left field line for a double, scoring Bresnahan from first. Tess did a great job getting over there to make the play. Tough to see it on the replay, but she hustles over there hard. Just Bresnahan was going all the way, no questions asked. Fatante was sending her. Fatante does a great job hitting, hit the ball hard. So into courtesy run is number 2, Emily Kettler.
Miss Emily Kettler in at second base to run.
So Fatante has her second RBI of the day and her 19th of the season. Big hitting, strong, fantastic player, fun to watch. Really strong athletes like that play softball. Ball down and away for a Holtzhuter. Had a single up the middle in her last at bat. Has a couple hits today. Hits a hard fly ball into the left center gap. That's off the wall. Gonna score Kettler from second base. Gonna be with a stand-up double. That ball hit about 5 feet up the fence. So we're talking 15 feet from a home run. Hit the ball hard. So back-to-back doubles for Holtzhuter and Fatante.
14, Reagan.
A little bit better than the last time the Wildcats faced them when they both went yard, one to left field, one to right field. The ball Holtzhuter hit into left field was probably hit 250 feet, clearing the scoreboard at Shakopee Park. This time stays in the park, but hits that left center gap hard. So brings up Reagan Kraft, the third hitter of this trio that Shakopee uses to score a lot of runs. Ball down. Kraft has 17 hits, 10 RBIs on the season. So Holtzuter has another RBI to bring it up to 16. So between Holtzuter and Fatante, they've got 37 RBIs on the year. 2 balls to Kraft as the Sabres go up 8-0 in this game. Good pitch there by Busley, gets Kraft to swing and miss. Foul ball back over Megan's head behind the catcher. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kraft. Second baseman. Sophomore for this Sabre team. Works Busley into a full count. 1 out, runner at second base for the Sabres. Pop ball, foul territory, over to first base. Emma Stahlberger makes the catch up against the dugout. So 2 outs. Great job by Emma to get over there, not get worried about the dugout. Going to be a new batter, number 17, Maddie Prickett.
Batting for the Sabres, number 17, Maddie Prickett.
So Coach Patante using this 6-hole to get 3 different players in. Maddie Prickett. Has 6 at-bats, 1 hit, but it's used quite a bit. Has 5 RBIs. So runner at second base, 1 strike count. Wild pitch will get Holtzuter over to third base. One ball, 1 strike. Good pitch there by Drew, down and away. Swing and a miss there by Prickett. And Busley has her first strikeout of the game. But the Sabres get 2 hit batsmen and 2 doubles, scoring 2 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. So after 5.5, the Sabres lead 8-0 at Wildcat Ballpark.
Sabres get 2 in the 6th. Total of 8.
I can have a graduation is going to be most important to me for my sport, so that I'll be able to participate and compete.
Because I want to be on stage for my senior year musical and prom and graduation.
This program to get students testing when they're asymptomatic increases the likelihood that we catch some of that very small percentage of students that test positive and eliminate the huge disruption for that co-curricular activity or that school day.
I don't want to be a community spreader, so coming to the Armory, getting a free test has been easy. And it makes sure that I'm staying safe as well as keeping my friends safe.
We want to be back in person, and we need to work together to get to that point.
All right, so we're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Brings up catcher number 23, Megan Dierberger. Foul ball, out of play. 2 strikes on Megan. Outside half of the plate, right at the knees. Dierberger strikes out. Called strikeout there by home plate umpire.
Next up, the first baseman.
That ball had some movement on it.
Number 50, Sarah
Looked a little bit below those kneecaps to me, but you know, a home plate umpire was a lot closer to it. Gets the third, or calls the 3rd strike, and Megan's second strikeout of the day. That's now 10 strikeouts for Strelo. Borger has a 2-0 count. Good swing for Sarah there. Fouls it back into the netting. Pop fly, second base. Kraft is underneath it, makes the catch. 2 outs for the Wildcats.
Batting for the Wildcats, number 40, Tess Peterson.
There's a lazy pop fly right there. Kraft just backed up a couple of steps, made the play. Foul ball back out of play for Peterson. So she came in as part of that switch up in the top of the 6th inning. Brought Busley in to pitch. Peterson took over and left. Sophomore. Playing on the JV team most of the season, but brought up today. 0-2 count. Foul ball out of play down the first base side, just over the Shakopee dugout. Bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Stralo's looking to finish this inning strong. Swing and a miss on Strelo. Outside part of the plate. Gets the 3rd strike. And after 6, for the 2nd strikeout of the inning, and after 6, Sabers lead 8-0. Hi, welcome back to Eagan Wildcat Park. Drew Busley remains on the mound for the Wildcats. The Sabres are up 8-0 here in the 7th inning.
The shortstop.
Riley Ledstrom, shortstop, is going to lead off the inning. The Sabres have 8 runs on 12 hits, 3 strikeouts, while the Wildcats have no runs on 4 hits, 6 left on, and 11 strikeouts. Ball down. So we talked about earlier in the game that Eagan's got quite the schedule coming up. After this, they have 9 more games to go to finish out by May 28th, which is the end of the regular season for high school softball this year. So after coming off of COVID with no practice time and nothing but games, they've got Shakopee today, travel to Rosemount, and then travel to Prior Lake Thursday, Friday this week. So tough schedule for the Wildcats this week. Doesn't get any easier early next week either, playing a doubleheader here at Eagan Wild Park on ETV against Eastview. We'll be here to broadcast both of those games. It's a 4-pitch walk by Ledstrom. And the Sabres get leadoff runner on again. It's happened in almost every inning this game.
24, Wiener.
It's really tough for the defense when that leadoff runner gets on consistently. Brings back up, number 24 is back into the game, Morgan Wiener. She popped out to the shortstop her first time up. Ledstrom's at first base. Sabres are looking to expand their lead. Wildcats are trying to keep it at 8. Off-speed pitch down and away. Ground ball fielded by Drew Busley, pitcher. Good hops there. Backhands it over to first baseman Emma Stahlberger, advancing Ledstrom to second base.
Next up, number 1, Emily Sabers.
Brings up slap hitting, speedy Emily Severs. Severs is a senior, finishing up her stint here at Shakopee. She has 8 hits coming into today, has a couple more, so she's up to 10 hits. Struck out her last time up, fouls that pitch off, back against the padding here, behind home plate. Ground ball to second base, Ella Bailey makes a quick play, underhands it. Severs is speedy, but they made the play. So good job by Bailey to make the play there. Fields it underhand, just barely gets it over there. Tie goes to the runner. Not that case again.
Next up, number 28, Jessie Vermeulen.
So brings up pinch hitting number 28, Jessie Vermeulen will bat for number 8, Gracie Scott. So in that play, we'll get to that in a second here, just to wrap that up. And that one might be better on a backhand throw from second base there, not necessarily an underhand throw. You got to be quick because Severs is fast. Maybe not the time to turn and pivot and throw it, but the underhand throw is a tough spot there, even though it's at second base and it's a short throw. So Vermeulen now in batting. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss from Vermeulen. It's their second at-bat of the season. So Coach Patante getting her a chance to swing the bat in a varsity game. Ball high. Vermeulen's a senior. Foul ball down the third base side. Kind of just waste that pitch, gets it out of there. Takes ball 3 to run the count full. Full count, 2 outs here at the top of the 7th inning with the Sabres leading 8-0. Ground ball to shortstop. Addie Goyle there makes the play across the field to Emma Stahlberger at first to retire the side. So 1 walk, no runs. And after 6.5, the Sabres continue to lead 8-0 here on ETV.
Coming back on the 7th, 8-6.
This is Eagan now from Eagan Television.
Coming in for 12 on the mound. Oh, I love it. It's just having the pass cleared is nice because I take these guys on walks every day pretty much all through the winter.
We've responded to keep Eagan active and connected during COVID-19. We already plow more than 86 miles of trails after clearing the streets. When warm weather returns, we'll work on building more new trails. We have a 10-year bike and walking plan to connect Eagan. We are working to include everyone and have over 100 opportunities. We consider it where people live, work, play, shop, and use transit. One idea is a trail from Highway 13 and Silver Bell Road to the river. Also, improve sidewalks near Denmark, Duckwood, and Town Center Drive. The city wants to reflect the priorities it heard from the community. See the plan at cityofegan.com/bike-pedestrian-plan.
Leading off the bottom half of the 7th, number 2.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of 7th inning brings up number 2, senior Catherine Vandalak. The Sabres have a pitching change. Now pitching is freshman Sylvia Shramoff, number 15. She's appeared in 9 games, is 2-3 on the season with a save. Pitched 22 innings, 5.64 ERA. She's a freshman. She's also known as Slick in the club world. Foul ball from Catherine. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Catherine was hit in the leg in her first at-bat and struck out in her second at-bat. And that's called strike. 12th strikeout for the Wildcats.
Senior first baseman, Emma Stahlberger.
Strelo had 11 strikeouts in her 6 innings of pitching, almost averaging 2. Wildcats have 4 hits, but haven't had a hit since the 3rd inning. Called strike there on Stahlberger. Foul ball laced down the right field line against the fence. 0-2 on Stahlberger, but good contact there, just a little bit behind it. So it'll be Stahlberger and Bailey here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss there by Stahlberger for a strikeout. So that's 2 strikeouts for Shramoff, 13 for the Sabres today.
Next up, the second baseman, the freshman, Ella Bailey.
Brings up number 66, freshman Ella Bailey. Ball down. Teammates cheering her on. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Foul, or fly ball, laced foul. Ball just curled around, landing on the warning track over there by the fence. Holtzhuter gave a chase, but wasn't able to come up with it. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Freshman versus freshman here. They play against each other in the club world as well. Called strike there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Umpire has called it at the knees, especially on that outside half. Foul ball, back out of play. Stays alive. Trying to keep the game going here. Off the end of the bat, gonna fall in and gonna be a seeing eye pop fly single for Bailey. Just a little sneaky one there.
We'll take it. Next up, number 55, Nicole Casillas.
So brings up top of the order, Nicole Casillas. 1 for 3 in her 3 at-bats. Ground ball toward the shortstop hole. Ledstrom there to make the play. This time, though, Nicole beats it out by a full step. No chance for the umpire to call that one differently.
Next up, the junior center fielder.
So first and
number
second.
34, Gabby Beerley.
So after no hits for 3 innings, we pick up 2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bailey and Casillas are on. Beerley is up now. Called strike. Gabby's looking to keep things moving. Wildcats haven't been shut out this year yet. Gabby offered at that. It's kind of a check swing. Didn't really mean to go on it. Threw down to first base. Tried to get Casillas leaning. Doesn't make the play. Ball high. So Beerley looking to continue this inning. Couple of infield hits by the Wildcats here. Fly ball down the right field line. Going to be tough to get to. Bounces in safe. Bailey's going to come around from second to score. The ball sneaks up against the fence. Not really paying attention to Casillas at third. The Wildcats scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning on a little pop fly over the first baseman's head. Just gets away from Holzhuter and Morgan Wiener. So you'll see here, just bounces in. Sabers looked like they weren't really focused on getting the ball in and making a timely play. Kind of forgot, I think, that Nicole was out there as well. Gabby got to second base on that. So 3 hits in a row for the Wildcats. Gets them
number
2 runs.
Senior shortstop, Addie Goyle.
Brings up the senior, Addie Goyle. Addie's looking to get her first hit of the game. Has 3 strikeouts in this one. Couple of pitches that were really close. Could have gone either way. She got called out on both of them. Ball up. So 2 balls, no strikes to Goyle. On deck is Dierberger. Called strike. So 3, infield-ish type hits. Nothing hit hard. And Addie gets a walk. sometimes that's the way the
The junior
ball
catcher,
bounces,
number
and
23, Megan Deerberger.
the Wildcats will take it. So after having two strikeouts to start the inning, have 4 batters reach base, 3 hits and a walk. Called strike there to Deerberger. Gabby Beerley at second. Addie Grohl at first. Looking to continue the 2-out rally. You know, in a game like this, when you're down by 8 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning, you're just trying to get something started, see what can happen. You never know. Also building on some confidence for the next 2 games against formidable opponents in Rosemount and Prior Lake. Foul ball down the first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, sorry. Called strike 3 on the outside corner to end the game. So Slick gets Deerberger on the outside corner.
Wildcats score 2 in the bottom
So
of the 7th.
Wildcats score 2 in the bottom of the 7th
Nice job,
inning.
Sabers, thanks for coming. Have a good night.
So Wildcats put up a good effort, trying to come through after being out for a couple of weeks. They pick up 2 runs, 7 hits, leave 8 behind, and have 13 strikeouts, while those Sabers score 8 runs on 12 hits, leave 8 runners on, and have 3 strikeouts. Thank you for joining us here on ETV for Eagan Wildcat softball. We ask you to join us again next week for a doubleheader against Eastview on May 18th. Till then, this is Chad Bailey saying thank you and good night.